All right, guys, I'm really excited about this one. I think I've said that about like my last 4 videos, but I'm super excited about this one. I've been in this community multiple times. Actually have one of y'all that are moving here that reached out to me a few months ago, purchasing in this community. I've just never done a video on it for some reason, but one of the reasons why I'm so excited is because they have homes like this beautiful one that we just walked out of. It's about 3,500 square feet. They got one right now for sale for about 618. But what's super cool about this video and what we're gonna do and super great about this community, right down here, they have smaller homes all the way down to like 1,300 square feet that are starting in the low 300s. So you got 40 foots down there. That's what we're gonna check out first. That's the smallest of the homes that we're looking at. Again, they start around 1,300 square feet. Then you got 50-foot sections over here. We're gonna look at those as well. And then this is the big one that we're gonna look at last. These are on the 60-foot lots. So 3 different homes, 3 different price points, because what's super cool, you got something for everybody right here in this community, and it is a beautiful community. This is the Meadows at Imperial Oaks. I'm gonna show you on a map too. We're gonna get into the map tour, everything that I do to give you all of the information that you need about not just these homes, but the lifestyle, right? Where are we at? I can show you great homes all day, but who cares if it's in a crappy neighborhood, right? So what's great about this place too is this is very well developed out, this whole area. A lot of these new construction places are like out in the middle of nowhere, which you see in my videos because I show you on maps where they are. You're 20-30 minutes away from anything to do really. These are like right smack dab in the perfect location. You're super close to the Woodlands. You're super close to like Spring Woodson's Reserve area, to 69 at Valley Ranch Town Center. There's a ton of stuff like right here in this immediate area. So we're gonna get into all those details. But first, now that we're right here, we're gonna jump into the 40-foot model home. I'm gonna show you this. We'll talk about the prices and then we'll get into the other ones and do the same thing as we go along here. So let's go ahead and jump into this house. Here we are at the model home for the 40-foot section. So this house is called the Leona floor plan. It's 4-bed, 2-bath, 1,673 square feet. As soon as we're done walking through this one, I'm gonna show you the price, not just on this one, but of all of the homes in this 40-foot section. So you could see from the smallest one at 1,200 square feet to the biggest one at over 2,400 square feet, what these things cost. So stepping in here into the Leona, you have this little entryway. To the right there, that was the garage, so that would normally be cut off. I'm gonna kind of just walk through here to show you real quick kind of what this entryway leads into. So you got that long hallway, you got a few bedrooms, an office, all that. Then it opens up back here into your kitchen, dining, and living room area. But for the sake of this video, I want to show you this whole entryway first. So that door up there next to the left-hand side of the front door was the garage, and that's normally closed off. So we'll go this way, show you have this little mud room right here off of your laundry room. So coming in here into the laundry room, and then your garage door entry would be basically right here off of the laundry room, just behind where I'm standing right now. So you have your washer dryer obviously there, a little bit of storage overhead, a little bit of space for maybe some more storage there down on the left where they have that little doggy bed. Again, a little quick look at your mud room there, and then you come over here into your flex room. So a lot of people use this as an office, maybe a little game room. I know I have friends that have a single story home, very similar setup to this. They have little kids, and so they actually use this as their kids' game room. So all their toys and everything go in there. You know, if it's a mess, they kind of just close those. You see those doors there? So they kind of just close those doors off, and you know, out of sight, out of mind when you got little ones. I know how it is, but also nice as a little office too, because you got privacy with those doors. So just nice having that extra space in that little flex room there. And then as you come out here, before we get into the main living area, to the left here, you're gonna have 2 bedrooms and that bathroom there in between them. So starting to this bedroom on the left, you can see over there, it's in the back, you got a nice little walk-in closet too. Not huge, but still big enough to kind of walk in. I guess you call a little step-in closet. That's probably, I believe it's called a full-size bed, so it's not a queen. You can see it's a little bit small, but like I said, this house is 1,673 square feet, so by Texas standards, it's not a huge home, but you know, a lot of people, especially great starter home, or I get a lot of a lot of y'all actually that reach out to me that might be retiring or older and your kids are grown and gone, you're downsizing. That's usually what I see with houses similar to this one. It really fits perfectly if you're in kind of that either early stage of life where you're just getting into something, or you don't have many kids, or whatever your situation may be. Just kind of saying that's normally what I see when people are purchasing homes like this one. Anyway, you got this second bedroom, kind of just mirrors that first one that we looked at. Has a little smaller closet though, basically a little standard size closet. That little thing on the wall there, I always get that question as people ask me what that is. That's basically for like your low voltage, your Wi-Fi cable, your internet, all that kind of stuff. The wiring terminates into that box, so that's where they hook everything up. And then coming out of that bathroom over here into your main kitchen, living, and dining room area. So you can see you got like nice big island, really oversized island, the sink there in the island as well, big refrigerator. You got that little kind of coffee bar area. You can come over here into your dining room. You got those nice windows there, and then they added those cabinets there, like those built-ins in that wall, which is a nice little touch. Just gives you a little more extra storage space and some decorative area above there. Nice pendant lights hanging down over this island. You can kind of see over there, you see you got nice 48-inch cabinets. They did the subway tile backsplash on here. You got a gas, looks like a 5-burner gas cooktop there, and then you have a nice little walk-in pantry here too. So plenty of storage space in this pantry, and you can see it kind of goes all the way up above where a lot of people might not even be able to reach up there. So but anyway, a lot of storage up there, and then we'll come this way into your living room. So you can see you got those nice big windows out there looking to that covered patio, and covered patios are awesome out here because it gets really hot in the sun out here in Houston. But you can see just a ton of windows too, so a lot of natural light coming into here. You get the light from that covered patio, you got the light over there coming in from that dining room. Really big living area too, as you can see, nice big couches, plenty of room to walk through there. They had that little entertainment center underneath where the TV would go, and then you're over here into your primary now. So again, huge primary, even though this home is quote unquote on the smaller side for what we see in Texas normally. They're always going to give you a really nice primary bedroom. So you can see that's probably like a king, maybe California king size bed. Plenty of room over here, as you can see in front of me right now. You can put a little seating area right next to those windows. You have that big dresser in the front, few side tables there, and then coming into the primary here on the model, they did the huge walk-in shower. Funny thing, either people love a big walk-in shower, or they hate it and they want a tub, or they hate a tub and they want this big walk-in shower. It's kind of hit or miss with everybody, but whatever you like, tell me in the comments, I guess, because I'm trying to do a survey in my own head when I talk to y'all, and some people love it, some people hate it, but let me know what y'all think. You want a tub or no tub? But here you got that big walk-in shower, that shower head nice and tall, which I love. That's probably about 7 feet. And then you have your double sinks right here. And then over here to the left, you're gonna have a nice little walk-in closet. So you can see it kind of turns around over there to the left, and then you got that pole way up there at the top. I'm not sure who the heck can reach that. I mean, you might need a ladder to get up to that thing. And then it kind of tucks over here to the right also. So a nice walk-in closet there. And then as we turn around here, you'll see to the left-hand side, as soon as we came in, I didn't show you when we walked in here, but this is just your little toilet room here. So nothing really going on in there, but wanted to show you where that was. And then we come back out here to your primary. Again, you got that window there to the left of the bed, all of those windows over there looking out to the backyard, and just a ton of space. So they really do these masters up, or primaries up, well here in Texas. And then going outside, we're going to get out here to your little covered patio area. And this plan comes with the covered patio, with the way the structure of the home is set up, how that primary bedroom kind of sits back out a little bit. You're going to have a little covered patio here, and then coming out to this backyard. So this is not a standard size backyard. I want to point that out. All of these lots that these model homes on are actually 60-foot lots. So this is a 40-foot product of the actual home, but they have it on a 60-foot lot up here at the model. So, and it's kind of on a little turn to a little cul-de-sac. So it's even bigger than what you would think. So just want to make sure this isn't a normal size lot for a 40-foot section. All right, so let's get into the price on that 40-foot home right here. So again, I got all the info right here. So normally I go back inside the house and we go over the pricing, but there's so much info, and I'm gonna pull it up on the computer for you as well. So you can see I got 40, 50, and 60 foot lots right here. We're gonna start with those 40s and I'll show you the price on them. And keep in mind too, if you need all this info, so literally I have like price sheets, I got all the floor plans, everything about the community right here in these folders, and I keep these on file too. So hit that little QR code that you see on your screen right now. That'll get you in direct contact with me, and I personally will be reaching back out to you as soon as I get it, which it goes right to my phone. So it's usually within a few minutes, I'll be reaching back out to you. So here we go. Let's go ahead and jump into the computer screen right now. All right, guys, so here you go on the screen. Obviously you can see here, we're at the Meadows at Imperial Oaks. This is the 40-foot section, and they're starting at $323,990. So basically $324 right here. And as you can see, if we scroll down here past that model home, the smallest plan that they have is about 1,210 square feet. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, and then you can see the prices go up as you get bigger into that square footage, all the way up to 2,430 square feet. So they have a pretty good size home, 2,430 square feet, 5-bedroom, 3 full bathroom at $415, essentially $414,990. And they actually do have quick move-ins right now on this 40-foot section. They don't on the 50s, but we'll get to that after we check out the second house. So anyway, getting over here, you can see they got one at $354,990. That one's $1,593, 3-bed, 2-bath. Getting over here to the most expensive quick move-in, 2,413 square feet, 4-bed, 3-bath at $474,729. And keep in mind, these are all negotiable, guys, especially the inventory homes, because they're trying to get those things moved. This is all negotiable. And on top of kind of negotiating sales price and closing costs and all that, they're still doing these incentives right now. So as you see, rates starting as low as 3.49% using their preferred lender. So again, reach out to me if you have any questions about this stuff. Hit that QR code. It's super simple. It'll take you right to my contact page. Fill out the info, shoot me an email. I'll get back to you. But anyway, $329,990 is where we're starting right here. That plan that we just walked is called the Leona. So if we go down here, I want to show you exactly how much that plan is starting at. It's starting at $360,990 for that Leona. It's 1,673 square feet, 4-bed, 2-bath. Let's see if they have any quick move-ins on that. 1,673, there it is. So this is that same house, 4-bed, 2-bath, 1,673. They got one right now at $396. So just under 400 for basically that exact same floor plan that we just walked through. All right, let's talk about this area, this location, because like I said, I can show you all these beautiful homes and all this great stuff, but where the heck is it? What am I gonna do? How far is it to the airport? How far is it to the Woodlands, to grocery stores, to Costco and Sam's and all the important stuff, right? Like, what's my actual day-to-day life gonna look like if I chose to live in this area? That's what we're gonna get into right now. Let's go ahead and jump into the computer and get into it. And remember, guys, as we're going through all this, if you have any questions for me, if it's about location or schools or HOA, anything that you have, scan that little QR code at the bottom of the screen. That's going to take you right to my contact page. Super easy. Fill that thing out and I'll get right back to you as soon as I get it. So scan that thing, reach out to me with any questions. Let's go ahead and jump into this map now. All right, so here we are. This is obviously a big map of Houston right here. So kind of zoomed out, you got downtown Houston, you got your loop system, 610 loop, Beltway 899 loop. First thing you're gonna notice about where we are right here at the Meadows at Imperial Oaks, right next to the Woodlands. Conroe's just north of us. This is Bush Airport right here. You got Spring, Tomball, Cypress. Over here, where I live, you have Kingwood. Just north of that, you have New Caney, Porter, this whole Tascasita, Humble, northeast side of Houston is where we're at. So again, like I said, first thing you're gonna see, we're right next to the Woodlands. That's the first thing we're gonna map out. So if you wanna go to like the Woodlands Mall, which is super popular, we spend a ton of time there. So if you're going to the Woodlands Mall, you are 16 minutes over there. It looks like there's a lot of traffic right here. So normally I would say it's like 10 minutes, if that, but with all this traffic, 16 minutes, it's still not a terrible drive to the Woodlands Mall. So what you'll see when you get over here to the mall, this is kind of like your I mean, the Woodlands is like its own city. It's technically not a city, but a lot of people spend time in the Woodlands, even more so than they do in downtown Houston. You got this whole mall area. Obviously, you have the mall, which is a massive mall. You got all your stores and shops and all that stuff, just like any other big mall around the country. But the cool thing is you got Market Street right behind it. You got the lake, you got the waterway, so you can get on this little like swan pontoon little pedal things and kind of go along the waterway. There's a walking path down the waterway as well. You got In-N-Out Burger, which just opened a few years ago. So ton of restaurants, bars. I mean, if we zoom in here, you see you got Fleming Steakhouse, Panera Bread, Cheesecake Factory, Landry's. Right here, there's a North Italia, which my wife and I frequent. We love that place. It's really, really good. You know, you got a movie theater, Waterway Square, again, back here at Market Street. You got just like a lot of higher end stuff right here on Market Street, and it's super cool because you have like this big kind of courtyard area. Let me try to scroll through some of these pictures. That's the HEB in there. I guess this is just going to show us the HEB and maybe a few little restaurants, but anyway, let's get out of there. Hoping it would show us some better pictures there. But anyway, getting over here to the Woodlands, as you can see, is only 16 minutes, and there's a ton of stuff to do. So like we have our date nights out here, we go for a nice dinner or whatever, and then even along 45 right here, you can see like all of you got Nordstrom's, Home Depot, TJ Maxx, Petland, Woodlands. I'm assuming that's a pet store. I've never been there. Papa Dough, which is really good seafood. And then you also have the medical center up here in the Woodlands. So I know I get that question a lot from people, is like, where's the nearest hospital? You know, whether it be for personal reasons or they just feel more comfortable being within a certain distance to a hospital. As you can see there, we were 16 minutes to the Woodlands. So you're basically, to get up, probably 5 more minutes to the hospital, so about 20 minutes away from the hospital. So let's go ahead and go back to Coventry Homes there. And then let's see, we'll zoom back out here again. And as I showed you, there's the Woodlands and then the airport. So again, I know for us, it was really important coming from California to be near the airport. So that's one of the reasons why we moved where we did. But let's say you're going to Bush Airport. It is 22 minutes going down Hardy Toll Road here, 34 minutes on 1960, 29 minutes down Rayford and Hardy Toll. And keep in mind, it is 2:50 p.m. right now, and that actually reminds me I gotta pick up my kids from school in like 10 minutes, so we need to make this thing quick. I can't talk as much as I normally do. Normally I talk way too much, but anyway, let's keep on moving. I gotta grab my kids in a few, so let's go ahead. Yeah, airport, 22 minutes to the airport. Like I was saying, for us, it was super important because we knew we were going to be flying back and forth to California. I actually get a lot of people who travel for business pretty often. So a lot of those people want to be up here on this northeast side, you know, even up here in Conroe, where you can kind of get down 69, 45, cross 242 to get to these areas and get to the airport pretty easily. So that's a big thing to a lot of business people that are just traveling often want to be up here because the airport isn't too far. So again, 22 minutes right there to the airport. Let's say you want to go downtown for some reason. Astros game, Rockets game. Rockets are actually doing pretty well this year. No one really talks about them too much, but those dudes, they got a lot of young guys, really kind of like no-name guys, if you will, but they're doing pretty well. I'm going to 2 games myself next month. Well, actually, by the time you see this, it'll be March. So this month I'm going to a couple games, but anyway, 39 minutes to downtown. So again, not a bad drive. And again, remember, it's 2:51 p.m. right now. So 39 minutes, 45 minutes going down I-45, 48 minutes going up this way. So, you know, with traffic, honestly, like if this were prime traffic time, it's probably gonna be closer to an hour getting into town. But, you know, coming home off of like a day shift, if you work a normal 9 to 5, you're coming out of town, you're probably gonna be a solid, here, actually, let's flip this around and see what it says. It's only 38 minutes right now coming out of town. You can see there's a little bit of traffic right down here, but realistically, I would say during prime traffic time, you're probably looking at 50 minutes to an hour, I would say at the most. So, and depending on which way you went, the cool thing about kind of being right here, you're sort of in between 45 and 69. So 45 gets really, really backed up during prime traffic time. 69 is probably the most forgiving freeway up here on the north side. So you could actually come up 69 if traffic was too bad going this way, and then hit 99 and come into the neighborhood that way. So mileage wise, it might end up being 5 more miles, about 10 more miles maybe. But if you're beating all this traffic and you're kind of just making your way up here going that way, might not be a bad deal. I don't mind going a further mileage route as long as I'm moving. I just hate being stuck on the highway. I'd rather just be moving and doing my thing. So anyway, 38 minutes right now coming out of town. What was it, 40 something? 39 minutes going into town right now. Okay, editor. So what I'm gonna do now is kind of zoom into this area and kind of show what is all like literally right here in the community. Okay, so let's go ahead and zoom in now, and I'm gonna kind of show you where your everyday kind of just going to the store, going to restaurants, just your normal everyday life would kind of look like, and things to do in the vicinity here. So again, like I mentioned, you're obviously closer to 45 here than you are 69. There's some stuff over here called Valley Ranch Town Center. Obviously, I already showed you a little zoomed in area of the Woodlands, which was only 16 minutes away. But your main area, honestly, that you probably do most of your shopping, kind of just everyday stuff, is gonna be right here in this Bender's Landing, Woodson's Reserve area. So if you've ever heard of those, Woodson's Reserve is right here, Bender's Landing is down here, and then you have this whole little shopping plaza here. So you have this big Bender's Landing Regal Cinemas that they just built a couple years ago. It's actually pretty cool. So if you're like a movie buff and you like the whole HDX and blah, 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 all the crazy stuff that they're doing in movies these days, this place is super cool. But this whole shopping center is really, really nice. So you have your Kroger Marketplace, which is your main grocery store. You got a ton of restaurants and things to do here. So Woodson's, local tap, our friends, I can't say that I'm like a fan of this place, but I'm not a fan of this place. Like, food solid, drinks are good, kind of just like an American bistro kind of place. They got a ton of beer on tap. As you can see, it's always busy. So they're doing something right, because you got people out here all the time. There's usually a little bit of a wait. It's not terrible most of the time, and that's coming from someone from LA, Orange County. So I'm used to going to restaurants and waiting for like an hour. When I come out here and go to restaurants, if you gotta wait 5-10 minutes, it's usually the worst of it. But as you can see, all the crawfish right there. Don't know if you ever had crawfish, but when you're moving out to Texas, you're gonna be eating some crawfish in Houston, so keep that in mind. But anyway, you got Woodson's there, and then, like I said, you got Chipotle. I don't know what's this right here, Spring Creek Barbecue, your Kroger, Chick-fil-A, Popeyes. It's more of like your everyday stuff, or kind of fast food. Subway, Starbucks, Whataburger. Getting down this way, you have a big H-E-B shopping center right here as well. So you can see that. H-E-B, by the way, is like the greatest grocery store in the history of grocery stores. I always say I've never talked up a grocery store. Like, living in California, when we lived in Orange County, we lived near Gelson's, which was super nice, but it was also super expensive, so I hated going there. But H-E-B is something else, man. It's like a Costco mixed with Target, mixed with groceries. Anything you need, they got it at H-E-B. So greatest grocery store. It's probably the only grocery store I'll ever talk up and be like, oh my God, you gotta check out H-E-B. It just sounds weird to say, hey, you gotta check out this grocery store, but you really do gotta check out H-E-B. Anyway, so that's kind of like your nearest stuff. So if we go back over here, let me get out of this H-E-B, there we go, and then we will map it to, we'll do H-E-B first. So let's go ahead and go directions, flip that around, and we'll say H-E-B Spring on Rayford, and you are 11 minutes to H-E-B. And then, like I said, you had the movie theater right here, you had H-E-B, your Kroger was right here too. So say you want to go to Kroger instead of going to H-E-B, oh crap, wrong one. Kroger, Spring, one on Rayford. There we go. So you are 9 minutes getting down to that Kroger. So not a bad drive at all. And you also have Walmart right here too. So again, just kind of everything you need on this whole like spot. You have, again, this Woodlands, Bender's Landing area. Up here you got the Woodlands, and then like I mentioned, if you were to go this way on 99, you also have the Valley Ranch Town Center over here. So Valley Ranch Town Center is where you're gonna have, you know, you got Academy of Sports, you got Hobby Lobby, another Kroger, you got Target, you got a Shogun, Starbucks, a liquor store, which this is like a big liquor store, kind of like a Total Wine. I don't know if they have Total Wine wherever you are, where you're watching, but basically we have those in California. That's pretty much what Goody Goody Liquor is. And then you got like all these different places here. So Bath and Body Works, TJ Maxx, Ross, Five Below, Burlington, Pop Shelf, and then just a ton of restaurants. You got Chuy's Mexican Food, Saltgrass, Chipotle, Poke Place, Buffalo Wild Wings, Chili's, Gringo's Mexican Food, Olive Garden, and then over here on this little spot where you kind of get closer to the freeway is more of like your kind of fast food, quick dining places. So Raising Cane's, Whataburger, Crumble Cookie, Mod Pizza, Freddy's, Toasted Yolk, Panda Express, Chick-fil-A, Taco Bell. I mean, anything you want is right here at that Valley Ranch Town Center. And let's go ahead and map that, and that'll be the last thing we're mapping right now because I gotta go get my kids. So let's say we're going to Valley Ranch Town Center. You are 17 minutes that way. So we were, you know, again, just to kind of give you an idea, like I said, you're kind of smack dab in the middle of all kinds of stuff. We were 16 minutes to the Woodlands, 9 minutes, 10 minutes down here to this H-E-B shopping plaza, 17 minutes over here where Target and all that other stuff is. So like I said, basically 10 to 17 minutes on the high end to get to your stores, your restaurants, bars, entertainment, movies. Everything you need is literally right here surrounding this area. All right, there you go. Before I go grab my kids, and I still haven't even finished recording this, so I gotta go get my kids and stuff, and then I'm gonna be back and I'm gonna show you guys the amenities, you know, tax rate, HOA fee, all the kind of little detailed stuff that you'd wanna know if you're seriously considering moving here or living here in this area. But let me go grab my kids. Before I do that, scan the little QR code. If you need to reach out to me, you have any questions, whatever it is, scan that QR code, take you to it right there on your phone, reach out, and I'll be right back with y'all as soon as I get it. And again, it goes right to my phone. That's literally my email. So I'll see it right away if I have the time, if I'm not out showing houses or filming or doing all other stuff I'm doing every single day. Reach out to you as soon as I can. So anyway, scan that thing. Then we're gonna go ahead and check out this second house on the 50-foot section. So let's go ahead and jump into this house. All right, so here we are at the second house. So this is the 50-foot section. As you can see, kind of looking over to the left there, that's the 40-foot. So just kind of want to give you an idea visually of like how wide this 50 is compared to that 40. But coming in here, this is the Cannondale model. So this is a 4-bed, 3-bath, 2,419 square feet. And again, I'm going to get to the price as soon as we're done walking through here. And I'm going to show you all of the 50s. So they start at 1,655 square feet, go all the way up to just under 2,600 square feet. And then coming in here, you can see you got a nice tall ceiling entryway, probably about 12, 13 foot ceilings in here. And then we'll do the same thing. Honestly, this floor plan is probably my favorite of the three we're looking at, even more so than the giant one that we're gonna look at last. I just really love this layout, the kind of practicality of it, usefulness of it. If I personally were to be picking a home out of these three today, I would probably pick this one. It just, you know, it's really, really great floor plan. So that right there would be a wall, that's the garage, and your garage door would be there where those pictures are. So if you can imagine, this wall is enclosed, and as soon as you come into the home here, you're gonna have your first 2 bedrooms up here in the front of the home. So you have your first bedroom here. You can see obviously you got those windows looking out there to the front yard. And then your little double door closet over here in front of that bed. So again, these 2 first rooms are not really that big. I think that's probably a full-size bed right there. And then coming over here, you'll see you kind of have just a standard size closet here. So standard closet, and you know, a lot of people, what I see too is if people don't need the full 4 bedrooms, maybe you only need 3 of them. Most people will put their office up here in the front. I'm not sure, it's just kind of a thing. Maybe since it's kind of tucked in the front, it's away from like your living room, dining room, all that stuff. Maybe just people feel like they're more tucked away up there in the front of the home, but a lot of times I see people use that as an office. Obviously, if you need all 4 bedrooms, you're going to use it as a bedroom. But coming over here into the second one, you can see it kind of just mirrors that first one. This one might be a little bit bigger. Still same standard size closet in this one as well. So you can see, and then you have your little low voltage box in there too. So that's where they would hook up your internet, your Wi-Fi, all that fun stuff. And then coming back out here, I'm gonna show you this bathroom. So obviously this bathroom would kind of be shared between these two bedrooms. You can see you got single sink there, and then coming over here into this shower, really beautiful. I'm not sure if those are considered subway tiles. I think so, just because of the shape, but really like that color. Really nice tile here in that shower. And then coming back around this way, we'll get over here. So reminder, that would be enclosed, and your garage entry would actually be over here right by this little mudroom drop station area. Would be there, and then you have your laundry room just past that. So very similar to that first home we looked at. Again, your garage door entry would be right there where those pictures are. And then you have your laundry room, pretty similar size to that first one that we looked at. You got a little bit of storage overhead, little hanging rack there to hang and dry some clothes, and then kind of a little bit of storage or whatever you would need, that extra space there to the right hand side. And then coming back out this way, we're getting kind of past this entryway, and then you have your third bedroom over here. And what's really cool, and one of the reasons why I love this floor plan, is this third bedroom actually has its own bathroom attached to it. So a really big thing that a lot of people are asking for is kind of like a secondary primary room. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I call it. But you can see here, you got a little walk-in closet here. But like I said, a lot of people want a second bedroom that has its own private bathroom. So I see a lot of these builders are going to that more recently, because that's something a lot of people want. You know, we're seeing more like multi-generational living, you know, friends living together. Just as these prices keep going up and up, man, it's kind of getting tough for people out there to buy something on their own. So we're seeing a lot of people kind of come together and purchase homes together, live in it for a few years, and then sell it and maybe buy something else later down the line. But anyway, this is that second bedroom here, or actually the third bedroom in the home. You had those first two up towards the front, then you got this one with its own little bathroom here. So I kind of just want to zoom in a little bit here and kind of show you this tile. It's almost like a ribbed subway tile. It's hard to see through the camera, but it actually is really pretty in person, and when you touch it, it has like some texture to it. So really nice tile that they put there in that shower. And then as we get back out here into this hallway slash entryway, this is where kind of everything just opens up. So you have your little formal dining nook right here. A lot of people might, you know, could be used as an office or maybe just like a second little seating area, but I think that's technically supposed to be your formal dining. Then you get over here into your nice big open living room, which I'm going to show you in a second. Just kind of want to show you this room from this dining room. And there's also another dining nook over there on the other side of the kitchen. So that's what I mean. You kind of have like multiple areas where you could use it for different things, whatever would fit your life and what y'all have going on. And then you come over into this kitchen. This one, like I said, it's not as grand or as big as like the third house that we're gonna look at, but I really like the usefulness of this. Like, you have that huge island there. You got all those bar stools under there, and then the way you see on that back wall how those cabinets and everything kind of run along that entire wall. You just have a ton of storage space, ton of countertop space, which my wife loves to cook. So she's got her KitchenAid mixer and all of her stuff. I don't even know what that half of that stuff is called, but our countertops are full because she cooks literally every single day. So when I think about a kitchen like this, I'm like, man, this, you know, this house is a decent sized home. It's 2,400 square feet, but I really love this kitchen. And then you have your gas cooktop there, microwave above it with the stove underneath, and again, really nice backsplash. And then, you know, like I said, these cabinets and stuff wrap around to this side, and then you have a little pantry here, which kind of tucks over here to the left and over to the right too. So, you know, when I opened this pantry up, I was a little bit disappointed, to be honest. I thought it could be bigger, but then I thought, well, there's so much storage in this kitchen. I mean, there's storage under the island. You have that, like I said, those cabinets and stuff that wrap around that whole little like 3-wall kitchen area back there. So there is still a ton of storage, even though that pantry might be a little bit small. I say that, but you know, compared to like my pantry in California, which was literally like a little coat closet, it's a lot bigger than that. And then coming over here into your living room. So again, you got those windows there on either side of where they have that TV set up. Those big sliders looking out there to that back patio, just let in a lot of light. You can see out to your backyard. So if you have people hanging out in here, hanging out in the kitchen, like it's just a really, really nice, entertaining space. When we go out to the patio, I'm actually going to open these sliders up for you too, so you can see what that kind of looks and feels like if you were to add those sliders. And that's actually an addition too. So the home would normally just come with windows there, kind of like that first house we looked at. And then this door right here to the right would be your entry and exit there out to that patio. But coming in here into the primary before we get outside, again, look at all those windows looking out towards that backyard. And then what I like about this bedroom too is it's kind of a different setup. Usually the bed is kind of on one wall and you got two side tables on each side. And then the bathroom would be kind of over there where those pictures are, straight ahead. This one, your bathroom is kind of tucked behind where the bed is. So maybe it's just me because I walk through these houses all the time and they all look exactly the same. I kind of like this setup because it's different from what you would normally see. And then when you come into this primary, you actually have two walk-in closets too. So you turn to the right first. You're gonna have these smaller of the two walk-in closets right here. So it's still really good size. I say it's the smaller of the two, it really is. But you can see they kind of have their examples of brick and kind of finishes and stuff that they use on their homes here. And then you come out of that walk-in closet, you have your stand-up shower here. And then you can see that glass that kind of opens up and looks over to where you have your double sinks, your little toilet area back there as well. You can see that shower head nice and tall, plenty of space here in the shower too. So you can see I'm kind of standing here, just want to show you this tile on the floor, give you a good idea. Again, I'm about 6 foot 235, 240, so I'm not a small person. And you can see as I turn around in here and stuff, there's I'm not hitting my shoulders or elbows on the walls. There's a lot of space there. And then coming over here, you have your double sinks, little countertop space in between there. And then just next to that, you're gonna have your little toilet room here. And then as we keep turning around here, you're going to see your second walk-in closet. So you can see obviously out to the bedroom on the left-hand side, which when you walk in just to the left, you're gonna have this walk-in closet here as well. So this one is a little bit more space in this one. If I walk through this way and turn back around, you can kind of get a better feel for how big this is as I stand in here. And then we walk back out this way. And to the left-hand side, you're gonna have kind of just a little linen closet. So ton of storage in here. Two walk-in closets. You got this nice linen closet. You see under those sinks, you have more storage underneath the sinks as well. Nice big walk-in shower. And again, same thing as that first house. They elected to go with just a big walk-in shower instead of like a shower and tub, separate shower and tub. So let me know what y'all think about that. Again, I'm trying to do a survey on who likes what and how many people like what versus the other. But we're gonna get out here to this patio, so I kind of want to open these sliders up for you and show you what this looks like. So you slide those things all the way open. Obviously you can see you can go right out there, but I'm gonna actually turn around here and kind of show you if you were entertaining. Maybe you had people over, you're just hanging out. You saw that big old bug fly through the screen right there. That's the only negative part about opening up these sliders out here in Texas, is the bugs are gonna come and get you as soon as you open those things up. So you might not wanna have them open for too long, but just giving you an idea of what it looks like, what it feels like. You had people over, people in the kitchen, in the living room, out here onto this covered patio. Kind of just like opens up the entertainment space and brings the outdoors indoors, or the indoors outdoors, however you wanna look at it. And then coming out here to this backyard, you can see a lot of these homes too have these lake views. I would consider it more of a pond, but anyway, they call it a lake here. So you're gonna get kind of a lake view on a lot of these homes here. And then this one you can see has kind of a smaller backyard on this 50 foot, but again, the lot is really gonna depend on what size your backyard is going to be. All right, so let's go ahead and check out the prices here on this 50-foot section. That floor plan that we just walked is called the Cannondale. We'll get into it right here on the screen. So here we go. Okay, so here we are, guys. This is the Meadows at Imperial Oaks 50-foot section. As you can see, they're starting at $367,990. Here's that model home that we just walked through. If you want to go on their site too, you can check all this stuff out, scroll through all the pictures, and then get down here into floor plans. So the smallest floor plan on this 50-foot section is 1,655 square feet, 3-bed, 2-bath, right there at $367,990. As I mentioned, this one is called the Cannondale, it is $428,990 starting. So 2419 square feet, 4-bed, 3-bath, basically $429. When I was talking to the sales rep when I was there, he did mention that they have people that are building this right now, even after all of the upgrades and everything, because they're doing a pretty good incentive. They're doing like a 25% off of structural updates. So even if you added some things to this, you're still getting 25% off, plus all of their finance incentives and stuff. So he said people are building this just like the model home for around 440, 450. So you're still right there in that low to mid 400 range on that model home that we just walked. And then going up to the biggest on this 50-foot section, which is 2570 square feet, 4-bed, 3-bath at essentially 452. And keep in mind too, when we're looking at these prices, most people do about 10% in upgrades. So if you're looking at something that's 450, you probably want to add another 45. Probably when you're done, you're going to be pushing 490, 495, but you'll still be under that 500 mark right here in this section. If you wanted to go over 500, you might as well just go up into the 60s, to be honest, and you're going to get a bigger home. Excuse me. You're going to get a bigger home, nicer home for the same price. So being at this top end of the price point on this section, you know, with incentives and stuff, you'll probably still be around 475, I would say. But there you go. So the 50-foot section starting at, what do we say, 368 basically, up to about 452 for the biggest one. All right, so we are back now. Kiddos are upstairs. My son got a PS5 for Christmas, and that's all this kid does. He's like addicted to this thing. So I'm like, we actually probably haven't even seen him but 5 times since Christmas. He's like a house cat. He's up there, and then we just hear him in the pantry getting food every now and then, and we're like, who the heck is that? Kind of forget we got a kid, but anyway, so they're up there. Let's go ahead and get to the rest of us. Let's jump into the computer right now. I'm going to show you the amenities. I'll show you HOA, tax rate, all that stuff. Just kind of make this one quick too. Just, I mean, it's all right here, so I'll show you everything. It shouldn't be more than a few minutes. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Here we go. All right, so here we are. And again, this is literally the website for the community. So you can check all this stuff out if you want. Let's go ahead and get into like, kind of like some of the bigger questions that I get: tax rate and HOA fees. So the HOA dues are, you can see right here, this is $1,100 for gated home sites, and it's $683 for non-gated home sites. So not gated, where we're looking right now, is $683. Estimated tax rate, 2.9659 per 100. Basically, that just means it's 2.965%, so just under 3% on the tax rate. Other thing I want to talk about too is we'll show you the schools real quick, and then I'll show you the amenities right after that. So the public schools that we're zoned to here, your elementary school is Kaufman Elementary. Middle schools, you have Vogel Intermediate, Irons Junior High. High school, you have Oak Ridge High. Higher education, you got Lone Star College and Sam Houston State. And then if you're going over here, you can see they also have private schools nearby. So you got a ton of private schools. I'm not going to name all of those, but as you can see, you got a lot of different options if you're going to choose to go the private school routes. And then getting over here into, if we go to amenities, there's really no pictures. I'm going to show you these pictures in a second though, but you can see you got a resort style pool, toddler pool, spray features, open air pavilion with picnic tables, playground, recreation center, the lake, fishing dock, and a bunch of walking trails too. And for whatever reason, they put the photos over here on the community photo page. So as you can see, there's multiple different entrances, but this whole community is really, really pretty, super clean. You can see this little dock here overlooking that, what we call a lake out here in Texas. A lot of people, especially where I'm from in California, these would just be considered ponds, but they call them lakes out here. So you can see this is kind of your main amenity center right here too. So you see the little indoor part, and then you got the lap pool. And then it all overlooks the water. It's actually really, really pretty, even that drive over here. And you got this little kind of walk-in kiddie pool area, kind of just an aerial shot here of the whole thing, all the lake with the fountains and stuff. Just really, really pretty area. And you can see all the trees and stuff too. So if you're somebody that's looking for new construction, but you don't want to be in one of those communities where they come in and just like tear all the trees out and then plop in a bunch of houses right next to each other, and it just looks like kind of blah, like bland. I personally don't like that either. I love the trees. So again, really, really great community if that's something that you're looking for, and being in nature. And again, you got all the walking trails and stuff too. So it's really, really great spot right here. And last thing before we go, I want to show you about the master plan so you kind of get a good idea. Like I mentioned to you at the beginning, this place is very, very far into its development. So you're not really in the middle of nowhere. I showed you on the map, you got everything within 10, 15 minutes essentially that you need. And just kind of want to show you this. So this big like rectangular shape is the development itself. This is all built out already. So you got the lakes, you got your, as you saw, you have the amenity center, all that stuff. All this is already built out. And then these little areas are what they're currently building right now. So as you can see, these little brown area here, these are your 40-foot lots. So those are the first ones that we looked at. You have your 50-foot lots right here, the second home we looked at. And then your big ones, the 60-foot lots, you have right here in this kind of like pinkish area. And as you can see, a lot of these have what they consider a lake view. I'd call it a pond, but you got a lake view on a lot of these. A lot of these back here, plus these really big lots. Like you get a lot of little cul-de-sac type areas or curved areas. So you got really big yards, as you saw in a couple of those model homes that kind of sat on that wider lot. So there are options pretty much everywhere. You got some down here, even down here on your smaller section. You see down here in the 40s, you got a couple at this turn here. This one kind of opens up a little bit there, same thing on your 50s. So those are usually the first lots to go, are those kind of bigger, wider lots. People like big yards, and Americans, we like our space, right? I'm the same way, I like a big yard. But anyway, so yeah, that's the development. As you can see, we're pretty much like at the end of what's currently being developed. And these lots are all just open. So all these lots are still available, or I shouldn't say all of them, every single one, but most of these lots are still available, and they're gonna be building these into next year as well too. So depending on your timeline, whether you're looking to move this year or next year, they're gonna have availability for you right here in this community. Here we are. This is the Gordon floor plan, and they actually added a media room onto this floor plan here. So I'll show you kind of the price. I'll just tell you right now, the Gordon starts at $569 with the media room, just how you see it in this model home. It's $599, and they actually have one for sale, which as soon as we're done walking through here, I'm going to show you the one that they have for sale at $618. So again, coming in here, you're going to have a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom, and 3-car garage. So all of these homes, or I can't say all of them, some of them on this 60-foot have a 2-car, but most of them are going to have a 3-car garage. So coming in here, you're going to have this really grand entryway. You can see you got that spiral staircase. They put some seating there. A lot of people put like decoration there next to that spiral staircase. And then just walking through the entryway real quick, like I always do, I kind of want to show you this kitchen, dining, living room area, all those windows up to the top, the fireplace, and then as you can see up there into the game room on the second level. But first, majority of kind of your secondary stuff is going to be up here in this entryway. So I kind of want to get back up here, show you this first bedroom up here towards the front of the home, and then we'll kind of make our way back towards the primary and that whole living, and then go upstairs. So here you go in the first bedroom in this home, and again, this one's got an attached bathroom. So another thing that is highly requested right now is having a secondary room with its own private bathroom. And then what's great about this one is you actually have a half bath up here in the entryway that I'm going to show you in a few minutes. So this bathroom literally would just be for this bedroom, and then if you have entertainment, you have people over, whatever the case may be, you actually have a half bathroom over there kind of tucked behind the stairs, which I'm going to show you in a minute. So coming into this bathroom, again, they did that subway tile there, and like that, I believe that's herringbone or chevron. I mix the two up all the time, that herringbone pattern. And then you have a little walk-in closet here as well. So bedroom, private bathroom, little walk-in closet. So really nice spot right here. A lot of people call it like a mother-in-law suite or whatever you want to call it. Just really nice having this additional space with the privacy there. And then as you just behind the door to this bathroom, you're going to have a little linen closet here. So towels, blankets, whatever you need to put in here, you have that extra storage in this bathroom as well. And then coming back out, we'll leave this bedroom and go back out into this entryway and check out the rest of this home. So as we get through there, kind of just one more, I mean, you can see it's a really good sized room too. So plenty of room like to walk in front of that bed. And then you have your little coat closet here in this entryway as well. Don't need too many coats out here in Houston because it's hot 9 months out of the year and it's like freezing for 2 weeks. So those coats just be collecting dust in that closet. But coming back out here to the entry, you're going to have your flex room here. So this could be again, I've seen people use this as like a formal dining room, an office, a playroom for the kids. You know, you still have a game room upstairs in this house, so you know, just would depend on what you want to use it for. But again, with these homes out here in Houston, there's just so much space, so it's always nice having some extra rooms to kind of do as you wish with them. And then coming down this hallway, this is where you're going to have your mudroom, your garage entry, all that right here. So to the left, you're going to have your laundry room. And then what's super cool about this laundry room is it's actually connected right there to the primary bedroom. So you don't have to walk all the way around to get to your laundry room from your primary. You can go right there, literally straight from your closet into there. And then just want to show you this little storage space underneath the stairs. So just kind of another little thoughtful thing these builders do. They could have just left that a voided space, but again, just nice to have that there. More storage, Christmas decorations, all the other stuff we all have that we don't need. And then right here, this is just off of the garage. So if you saw like where the offices were just now behind the door, as I close the door, you can see that would be your garage entry. So you would come into the home here, you have that little kind of storage closet there, you had your laundry room, you have that storage under the stairs, and then you would come out here into kind of like your main living, kitchen, dining room area from that entry back there at the garage. So you can see when you come in here, this is really where it opens up. So this super tall, high ceilings, you got those huge windows going all the way up. They look out to that covered patio out there, and that covered patio is super high too, so it doesn't really cut off any of that light that you're getting through on those windows. All those windows back there in that dining, even over here, you see that window to the left above the countertops. You got these 3 little windows here on that back wall in the dining room. Just a ton of natural light coming through here. You even have that door, glass door to the patio, that's all, you know, you can see through. And then coming around this way, kind of just want to show you all these windows again, and then kind of this view from your dining room area. So if you're hanging out here, eating breakfast, whatever you're doing, kind of look out there to the kitchen. You can see over there to the living room, see the TV and all that. I do like that they added this storage here underneath the island on the side too. Normally they don't do that. It will just be flat right there. But really nice that they added some cabinets down there for extra storage. And then you can see this huge island, nice little pendant light above there. Again, just kind of looking out to the fireplace. You got the TV back there. You know, your family's kind of hanging out there in the living room. They went with the gold accents, the gold hardware in here, which I think looks really pretty with the gray cabinets that they have on here. Really nice countertops. You know, and then turning around here, obviously you got your fridge space there to the right, and then you're gonna have your pantry right here. So a nice little walk-in pantry. Again, plenty of storage on all those shelves there. So you got, you know, you got storage there on the ground too. So you got your Costco runs. Again, just kind of looking at the little additional space they added there. You got all those bar stools there off that big island, and then coming over here into your living room. So again, cool thing about this living room that everyone loves, I love that how you can see up there into the game room, and they did the spindles or whatever the heck those are called, the open railing, so you can kind of see in there and they can see down instead of just doing a wall right there. And then coming over here, we're going to take one more look from this angle so you can kind of see I'm standing right in front of where your primary bedroom would be. So this would kind of be just walking out of your bedroom. This is your view going out here into like your living room kitchen area, and then we'll turn around and go into the primary bedroom here. And this thing's huge. I mean, you can see you got the kind of bay windows over there, which adds some more space. You got that seating area to the left. You got that seating area right here in front of the bed. Plenty of room for those side tables on either side of the bed there. Again, this is probably about a California king size bed. And then you can see you got that big dresser against the wall, those pictures above it. A lot of people would probably have their TV up there if you have TVs in your bedroom. I know a lot of people don't put TVs in their bedroom these days. And then you got those windows looking out to the backyard, and then walking around this way, plenty of space. This thing's huge. And then getting into your primary ensuite. So you're going to have 2 separate sink areas. You got this big, nice soaking tub, and then your stand-up shower here. So you can see they got the tile. They did all the way up to the ceiling here, which I personally love. I feel like it just makes it feel more finished when they run the tile all the way up to the top. And this shower head, I was almost disappointed. The shower head looked kind of low. I was like, wait a second. You can see here, let me zoom in here. Again, I'm about 6 foot, so that shower head is just above my head. So they barely passed the test for me on that shower head. That's probably about 6.5 feet high. And then you can see as I move my arms around here, plenty of space for me to move around. Again, for reference, I'm 6 foot, about 235, 240. So I'm wide, we'll call it. But you can see there in the mirror, I fit fine in here. So if you're big like me, you're good to go. Coming back out here, I'll kind of show you these little vanity areas. So again, to the left, you can see they added some more storage, some more cabinet space in there. You got the cabinets under, a few drawers here, that little vanity station to the right of this sink. And then going over here to this side, they don't have a little vanity area here, but you can see to the left of this sink and countertop, you got plenty of more storage right there with those built-in cabinets. So kind of nice having that extra space. And then as we turn around here, we're gonna go around this corner into your walk-in closet. To the right there, you just have your little toilet room. And then over here into your walk-in closet, which, like I showed you at the beginning when we came into the front of the house, is actually connected to your laundry room. So you got those nice built-in shelves here, and then as you walk in, it kind of opens up to the left so you can get an idea of how big this closet actually is. So really big walk-in. And then as we go over here on the right hand side is where that laundry room is. So like I said, a lot of builders are doing this now where they're connecting the laundry to the primary. So you literally got your laundry right here in your closet and you're right there at the laundry room. You don't got to walk all the way around to the front of the home. And just showing you right there, that's the garage entry, the little mudroom area that we saw earlier. So really nice, actually, I mean, really nice too. I didn't think about it, but if you get ready right here in your closet, you're getting dressed and you're ready to go, you literally just walk straight through there out into the garage and you're gone. Like, you don't even need to go around and go through your living room, dining room, the whole entryway and stuff. You're like literally 10 feet, 15 feet from the garage right there. So kind of nice. I didn't think about that until right now as I'm doing this. So pretty cool. And then going around this way, one more look at that living room, kind of back into this entryway. And what I didn't show you at the beginning when we walked in, but I talked about it, was the half bathroom. So like I said, you have this half bathroom kind of tucked back here into behind the stairs, sort of. So right when you come in the home, you have a half bath. It's honestly kind of tight in here. As you can see, as I turn around, you got that toilet right there behind the door. It kind of hits the toilet, honestly, when you come in there. So pretty tight, but I mean, the bedrooms have their own bathroom downstairs, so you don't really necessarily need to use it. I feel like that's more just for entertainment. You got people over, it's kind of just something quick in and out in that bathroom there. And then coming upstairs, you can see looking down from this game room into that entryway, you know, they have those, I don't know what those spaces are called above up there by the windows. A lot of people put decorations, plants and stuff like you see here up there. And then we'll look at this game room and you can see that attached media room too. So I kind of like how this setup is. Coventry actually has this same plan, I believe, in the Highlands. I think I've recorded, I don't know if it's exactly the same or if it's flipped, but very similar. I mean, this game room and media room is the exact same setup, and they keep it open like that, which I personally like. So you can kind of, you know, say the kids are out there watching a movie, you know, they got Minions on right now, and they're hanging out, and you know, you're out here shooting some pool and or whatever. I like air hockey. I'd probably put air hockey up here if I could. So I'll be playing air hockey, watching my kids watch the movie over here, just hanging out. And the lighting's super cool in here. So real quick, I'm actually gonna turn the main lights off, and they kind of have this little like movie theater lighting that you have here. Let me turn all the lights back on though, so you can see a little bit better in here. So really cool lighting in here. Just, I mean, I love having this extra space. Everybody really likes these media rooms, and it's just sort of a nice place to just kind of go upstairs and hang out and have a movie night and play games with the kids. And it's just nice having it. So anyway, coming over here, you're gonna have 2 more bedrooms and a bathroom on this side. So you can see this would be the 3rd bedroom in this home, right? We had 2 downstairs, and then you got the 2 up here. Yeah, this one's a 4-bed, 3.5 bath. So you got the 3rd bedroom right here, and then opening this closet up, you can see you got a little walk-in closet. So not huge walk-in closet, but still plenty of space for storage there if you need to put things on the floor underneath those poles. And then coming back out, you can see plenty of space too in front of that bed. You got that nice dresser there. Decent sized room. And then coming up here, this is your bigger of the 2 bedrooms upstairs. So this one's actually really pretty. You got those big windows there letting in all that natural light. You can see probably, I think that's about a full-size bed here. It's not a queen. You got a couple side tables there. Nice walk-in closet with the built-in shelves on this one, and then plenty of space, as you can see here, for me to walk by. You got that big dresser along the wall, that picture hanging on the wall too, which, you know, maybe you might have a TV up there, whatever it may be, but just kind of want to show you do have a lot of space in this bedroom. And then, like I said, you got a nice little walk-in closet here. I think it's probably about similar size as that first one, maybe a little bit bigger, but they got the built-in shelves in here, which is really nice. And then turning around, we'll go back out one more look, kind of just out those windows, looks towards the front of the home. And then coming out of here, we're going to show you the bathroom up here. So obviously this bathroom would be shared between these two bedrooms. So you have double sinks, which is nice because each, you know, if you have two kids, say, and they each have their own room over here, they're each going to have their own sink. And then you have your shower and tub combo this way. And you can see here that there's a door too. So, you know, nice to kind of have it closed off. Say, I mean, I know with my kids, if it's bedtime, my kids share a bathroom right now. And it's kind of the same setup. They each have their own, well, it's more of like a Jack and Jill. They each have their own vanity. But anyway, point being, if you have someone showering and other person's brushing their teeth, doing their hair, whatever they're doing, and they can close that door and give each other a little bit of privacy. And then coming back this way, we're going to go downstairs and check out this back covered patio and the backyard. And this one too, this backyard on this model home is huge because it kind of sits on a little, it's not a cul-de-sac, but it sits on a curve. So you have like where the backyard kind of pies out from the front. So you really almost have like two backyards on this home. And if you're looking for a lot like that, like I said, they just released a lot of these lots. So right now it's kind of like prime time to really pick exactly what you want to build your home on. So coming out here to this covered patio, you can see they added a little built-in kitchen. So you got your sink there, you got your grill here to the left. And then, like I said, the yard just, you know, going straight back here doesn't look huge, but then you go back over here on this side, you can see you have this whole side yard over here. So again, if you pick a cul-de-sac lot, you can kind of see how it's, I call it pie shaped. So it kind of opens up towards the back here on this side. So you have that whole side yard. And then, you know, kind of just one view of the back of the home. All those windows right there on the right, look, that's your primary bedroom. You got your big windows, everything right here on your covered patio. Actually, your primary is on this side. The dining room was on that other right-hand side. And then coming over here, again, you got a whole nother side yard over here. So a ton of space, really, really beautiful house here. All right, there we go. So that floor plan there is called the Gordon. They actually have one quick move-in for sale right now. So I'm gonna show you the price of that exact floor plan. So as you can see real quick here, the 60-foot section, they're starting essentially at 506. And then I want to show you, before we get into more details, the Gordon right here. That's the model home, like I just mentioned, 3192 square feet, 4-bed, 3.5 bath. Starts at 570, but I'll show you after all the upgrades and updates that you would put into it. The one that they have for sale is right here, 32339 Mossy Pine Way, and it's 626. But when I was there in the model home earlier, they had an updated price sheet. It actually showed that it was 618. So they might not have updated the website yet. So that one's about 618 right now for the exact same floor plan that we just walked through in that model home. So to tell you exactly what it costs, 618 for that one. But to show you all the other stuff that they have in this 60-foot, so like I said, they start about 506 for just under 2,500 square feet, 4-bed, 3.5 bath. That's the Miami 3. And then it goes all the way up to the Kamei, and the Kamei starts at about 651, 4155 square feet. And this one can actually be built close to 4,500 square feet. I believe it's like 4,440, but you can add another bedroom and bathroom upstairs, which turns it into a 6-bedroom home. And you'll be closer to about 700 when you add that in there. So, but even with all your upgrades and everything, you're pushing about 700 on that Kamei. Actually, let me see if they have one of those for sale. So 4155. So yeah, so they do have a Kamei right here for 716, 5-bedroom, 4.5 bath, 3-car garage, 4155. So that's without that addition that I mentioned upstairs, adding in another bedroom and bathroom, and you're right at 716. But again, like I said, for all the other ones, this is all negotiable right now. you know, after your incentives, your rate buy downs, all that stuff, these things, if you're looking in this price range for something, not a bad deal trying to negotiate and getting something done with these builders. They're all really trying to move that inventory right now. And as you can see, they have quite a bit of homes that they're currently building that are going to be ready in a few months on this 60-foot section. So again, I have all of the information here for these 60-foot homes, all the inventory, the regular prices, the lot map. I can show you exactly where these lots are, the size of the lots, how much the lot premiums are, all the info you would need to know about these homes. I have it right here, so go ahead and scan that QR code if you have any questions for me. It takes you right there to my website, put your info in, I'll reach out to you. And me personally, it will be me reaching out to you, giving you a call or emailing you back. So scan that QR code. That's actually brand new. I just did that. So, and I had to pay for it. So make it worth my time and my $10 that I had to pay. Actually, it was $120 because it's $10 a month that I had to pay for this freaking little QR code over here to pop up, and hopefully you scan it and actually reach out to me. So go ahead and do that for me. I would appreciate it. Click on this video right here. This is another community that's very nearby. So it's basically the same location, beautiful homes just like this one, woodsy area, super nice area. Click on that video right there if you want to see more homes like this. And as usual, God bless you. I appreciate you. I'll see you on the next one.